Hello people, Roller42 here, or Rolling Blogger HD, as I'm putting this in the vlog channel. It's been a while since I last made a video in this channel, but just today I felt like rubbing my microphone and just talk about something. I'm not going to use my camera this time because I pretty much ran out of batteries. Yes, I use an old camera. But anyway, for a while I've been looking to make this little video to discuss this topic, and right now finally I got the occasion to go around to make it. So just sit back and enjoy my talk. I'll try to be as clear as possible, and I'll try not to repeat myself. Now, the first thing I want to discuss, you have noticed by the title of the video, is that I'm going to talk about these people that lie to us, the gamers, into, buying their products, and they just end up giving us something that is completely different to what they promised. Now, what I'm going to discuss in this video, from the many liars out there, is Origin. Now, for those who don't know, those who are not really into PC gaming, Origin is a platform made by EA, which is made pretty much as a competition for Steam, like an alternate service. And I have to tell you, Origin is one of these things that I will never touch. Or if I do touch, will be when they fix it, when they make it reliable. Now, why do I say this? Well, when it was first released last year, Origin was, like I said, an alternative to Steam. Everyone was, well, okay. They knew that it was kind of glitchy at first, and it was natural. It was a brand new platform. But what people ended up noticing was that this gaming platform, Origin, this Steam killer, was spyware. Something that some people didn't understand, something people didn't really notice was that EA's terms of service required you to allow the Origin platform to check for your files, to browse through your computer. Now, a lot of people can tell me that it's no big deal, Steam does the same. Well, it's not the same. What Steam does check is the files that are just in your Steam folder. The ones that make sure everything is running well, the ones that make sure you're running things on the required specs. Like, for example, you're going to buy a game and this game is not compatible with the system you have, with the computer you got, then Steam will tell you that, this is incompatible, you shouldn't spend the money. But a lot of people also say that Origin does the same. They check things for performance. They check your system. They make sure everything works well. That's fine and all, but the problem comes that what Origin does that is considered spyware is that it checks every single file on your computer, not just the system. It checks the hard drives, your personal data, all your privacy. You're pretty much giving up on your privacy just to play a video game. Now, it is true that if I don't touch Origin, I'm going to miss out on games like Mass Effect 3, Battlefield 3, Dragon Age 2, maybe Dead Space 3 if it comes out. Through this is, it's not worth it. A lot of people can tell me that, well, you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to be afraid of, then you should just go for it. I mean, you're not hiding anything. You shouldn't be afraid. But the thing is, it's about principles. How would you like it if you want to watch a movie, or you want to go, I don't know, play something, eat something, and realize that you cannot do it because you first have to sign an agreement that would allow someone to come in and check on your entire house while you perform that activity. It's, like I said, a principle. Even if I'm not hiding anything on my computer, that company, the origin platform, has absolutely no rights to mess with my computer, to mess with my personal files and my personal data. Which, by the way, there is the nice rumor out there that they use that information to give it to third parties. Now, a lot of you can pretty much come in and give me the argument that after EA found out that they got, called out for what they did, they changed their terms of service, made them a little bit more friendly looking. Now, any person can tell me that, well, they changed them, they no longer spy on you. You should forgive it. You should give it a shot and, install their service. Problem is, after they pulled a stunt like that, I do not trust them at all. How am I supposed to trust a company that pretty much wanted to mess around with my privacy? It's it's illogical. And this isn't the only reason Origin, the people working with Origin are liars. The other part is their support, and another part of their terms of service that means if you make the slightest of mistakes on their forums, you can get banned from the forum, and you can pretty much lose your games. You can lose your whole Origin account, and that's something I really do not approve of. It's personal thing, Yes, you can tell me that all you have to do is follow the rules, but how am I supposed to follow the rules where the rules are in a way that I can't say a thing because the slightest of mistakes can cost me my whole account. That really doesn't speak well for the service. Who wants to be on a service that rules by fear? Because that's what they do. You either behave or you lose your account. It is true that there's people who need to behave, but to go to such measures? I do not approve of such measures. Why? Because when you make something so extreme, to the point that you threaten people to lose their hard-earned money, to lose the things they are paying for, you're you're guaranteeing abuse. It's been clear. There's examples everywhere. It only takes a little visit to the Origin support forums, and you will realize that people there get banned over everything. And the people who ask about it get banned too. Don't deny it. There's the evidence out there. Now, let's talk, as I said, the other thing that is lie support. The purpose of a service having a support is that, to support you. You have an issue, you have a problem, you contact support. What's the thing? What do I see when I checked about Origin's support? I hear complaints. I keep seeing the stories about people who had issues with the payments, payments that cost them the $60 they pay for their games. And when they go to support, what do? They ignore them. And the stories I heard. I mean, not only do they lose their money, because the service is broken to the point that people cannot risk buying something because the transaction can go wrong and the money can get lost. But the people who work in support, my goodness, I read the chat logs, and the treatment they do to their customers is just awful. They they have no respect for their customers. On the outside, they may tell you we want to improve our communication with our users, we want to make Origin a reliable service. We got separated from Steam because Steam doesn't let you connect better with our users. What happened when you take a look at these stories and when you see for yourself, when you see what happens, when you see how unhappy people is and how many unhappy people you see, you realize that what EA did, what the people at Origin said, is a complete lie. And there's one thing I can't stand, is liars. Especially with people with such power. People who can pretty much can control everything. Yes, it is true it's optional. I don't have to sign up for sorry. I don't have to sign up for Origin or anything EA related for that matter. But that's also the reason I'm choosing not to. Because I don't trust them. Maybe one day, when they fix their platform, when the customer service stops being so awful, when there is a legitimate guarantee that my privacy will be respected, and when their service of transaction is more reliable, maybe then I will check Origin. I wouldn't mind it, but I don't trust them, so looks like I'm gonna miss out on some games, and I can live with that. Gaming does not control my life, and I'm not gonna die just because I cannot play a few exclusives. So yeah, this is my little take on Origin, how they are liars. If you have anything to say about this video, feel free to leave a comment. If you agree or disagree, please let me know. And if anything I said throughout the video was wrong or misinformed, also let me know. I'm human after all, and I make mistakes. And I don't mind being corrected. I appreciate it actually. So, that's it for now. I will see you guys next time I talk about another gaming liar. I'll see you all later.